Hey guys, it's Elle. So I get a bunch of requests to do a cat eyeliner tutorial, and I know there's a bunch online, but I'm going to try to make it as simple as possible. It's really not the simplest thing to do, and I think we all need to remember that a cat eyeliner or a flick takes a lot of practice, and it's not going to come perfectly the very first time, and it actually doesn't come perfectly every single time whenever you've done it a million times. I mess up all the time, and I have to retake it off, I have to take it off, and I have to put it back on, and take it off and put it back on. So I'm going to show you a couple easy ways to do a cat eyeliner with a couple different tools and see which one works out best for you. Again, it's all about practicing, so take like a half an hour one day or a couple days and sit in front of a mirror and try to work on that cat eyeliner. You can use a black pigment by MAC. I like to use one by Tarte. It's super waterproof. It's just a gel eyeliner, okay? So I'm going to use both of these. I'm going to use a tiny brush. If you can see this, you can use a slanted brush. It's totally fine, but I like to use this a little bit better. This gives me a little bit more mobility, and it kind of has a bunch of different shapes on it. So it's flat on top, and it also is really thin. Then you're going to need a couple cotton buds or Q-tips and some eye makeup remover maybe. And I also am going to show you a technique with tape. And this is usually probably going to be for beginners to use tape. Alright, so I'm going to come in really close. Ready? So first what you want to do is you want to start as close to the lashes as possible. And you want to look down at a mirror. That's the biggest thing. So I have a mirror here and I'm looking down at it so I can see how close I'm getting to my lash line. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to smudge this out. Alright, so you can see I'm stopping right before the end of it. And then I'm going to fill this in. I'm going to go underneath as well. Alright, so now that you're here, you're going to take your tiny little brush and put it into the black pencil and load it up and put it on its side and take it in all the way. Because with a cat eyeliner you want it to be thin and then it gradually kind of grows as you go out, and this is what helps make your eyes, the reason why for cat eyeliner is to make your eyes look elongated and nice and almond shaped. So I'm going to take this in here. See that? And then I'm going to do a little bit of a triangle right here in the tear duct. Alright, great. So now I'm just going to fill it in anywhere I might have missed. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my eye pencil right here along my lash line and see where it ends, and then I'm going to make a mark. Like that. Okay? And then you're just going to connect this to the line we've already drawn. Alright, so see, there you go. See, the flick's not so perfect, but don't stress. We're going to connect that with the bottom lash line. Like that. And work our way up to the flick. See? And then we're going to fill it in. And you want to fill in this part of your eye right here. And you can make this flick as large or as small as you want. I kind of want it a little bit bigger, so I'm just going to pop my edge of my brush all the way out. Alright, and I usually like to bring this on the inside waterline. Alright, so there's the inside waterline taken care of. And then we're going to bring it just very close to that bottom lash line on our brush again, just to connect the two pieces. All right, so there we go. So now you can take a pencil brush or whatever you want and just kind of gently smooth this out. All right, so there is our flick. And now I'm gonna go over with my gel liner. And not a lot of people show you what happens when you mess up. So you can see it's a little bit messy. So we're just going to take either an angled brush or a Q-tip or whatever, you know, whatever you like. And I'm going to dip that in a little bit of my foundation. I mean, the tiniest amount. Take my bud. See that flick right there, nice at the end? That's what we want, nice and pointed. Now I'm gonna take a black shadow, seal in the gel and the pencil. And this step can be liquid eyeliner if you'd like. It doesn't have to be powder, but I like my cat liner to be a little bit more matte. It's just a little bit more modern. And then the final touch would be to do the tight line underneath. All right, so there you go. There is one version of how to do a cat eyeliner. And you see it takes a little bit of time, so take your time and practice with that, and it takes a couple different steps. And then you're gonna, you know, from here you can put a pair of lashes on and some more mascara, whatever kind of floats your boat. All right, so I'm gonna show you the other tip on this side of my eye. I'm gonna take just regular Scotch tape and place it right where your bottom lash line continues. Now you're gonna do your same steps, and your left eye will be harder than your right if you're right-handed. It's also kind of hard to talk while you're doing this, to concentrate. All right, well now I'm gonna take my little brush again. And I'm just gonna smooth this out. All right, so now to do the flick, you're just going to, okay, I want it to end out here. I'm just gonna follow along the tape. And my pressure on my brush gets lighter as I go out to the tail, so don't push hard. When you go out to the tail, kind of just lightly do small strokes like this. And that will get you the point that you want. And then you're going to remove the tape. And then you can just clean up with a, you know, Q-tip if you want to. And I'm just going to use it softly on the bottom. And on this one, I'm going to leave it a little bit more natural than this one. Do the same tight line underneath the eye. And so there you go. There are two different ways to do a cat eyeliner. This one's a little bit more dramatic, and this one's a little bit more everyday. This one's with the tape, and this one is with laying the brush right here and making a mark. So both ways are super great to do, so you can just kind of experiment for yourself and see which ones work for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and again, so much love from my house to yours, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks, you guys. Bye.